Hello YouTube! Welcome in. Today we're gonna be watching Gold Ship because Ragebaiter of Umamusume by Vtuber. I'm a huge Umamusume fan. I'm playing a tiny bit too much lately, but that means it's a perfect time to learn a tiny bit more about the game. So thank you so much and enjoy!
In the sprawling world of Umamusume Pretty Derby, among dozens of legendary champions, one character has become the face of the franchise's unpredictable spirit. If you have seen any clips from the game or the anime, you have almost
Big gold sheep! Yeah! I absolutely love gold sheep!
certainly seen her. The tall, gray-haired girl with a goofy grin. The one pulling pranks, breaking the fourth wall, and delivering a flying dropkick to her trainer. This is Gold Ship, or Golshi, as she is known to her legion of fans. And while she often seems like the comic relief, she is absolutely the comic relief. Her story is one of the most complex and fascinating in the entire series. Because the anime girl who acts like the prankster is a direct, faithful translation of a real-life racehorse. A multi-million-dollar champion who was just as brilliant and even more chaotic.
Bro, I love the small fact that when they jump in, they like leaving their horseshoes thingy in the ground. That's so cute. That's so well made. I absolutely love it. And at the same time, when I first started playing Umamusume, I had the biggest issue with the Golshi the entire career. I could never finish it. I don't know. I made myself a promise at some point when I first started out that if I will come to a moment when I can finish the gold ship story, her entire career, you know, and win the UEA finals, I'm just gonna delay the game. Because I feel like I accomplished everything, okay? And now I am at the point when I don't even need to bother when I'm doing her career. I feel like I got so much improvement in this game already, you know? I feel like I got something in this game. Like, I'm not the worst trainer. I feel like my horses won't be going to glue factory anytime soon because they are kinda good horses at this point, you know?
Than his fictional counterpart. This is the story of that horse and how his career, his personality, and his incredible contradictions were perfectly reborn as a digital icon. Let's get into it. To really understand the legend of Gold Ship, you first have to accept that he was, above all, a contradiction. On paper, the facts paint a clear picture of an elite champion, a 6-time Grade 1 winner with career earnings of nearly 1.4 billion yen. But the numbers never told the whole story, because alongside that breathtaking brilliance was a baffling, often maddening belligerence. He was a force of nature that operated entirely on his own terms. And the key to this puzzle, the source code for his unique brand of chaos, can be found in his bloodline. His pedigree isn't just a list of ancestors, it is a recipe for his entire personality. Let's start with his father's side. His father, his sire, was a horse named Asmongold, a successful Oh, it's not Asmongold. A horse named Stay Gold, a successful competitor from the line of legendary American champion Sunday Silence. This bloodline is famous in Japan for two things: producing horses of immense, explosive talent, and that talent often being coupled with a fiery, difficult temperament. Stay Gold himself was known for his own quirks. Some fans even called him a terrorist.
I feel like the entire Gold family is the most troublemaking one, okay? Like, literally. All of the characters I know from the Gold family already, you know, that are on a Japanese version of on the Japanese server, they're all troublemakers. And I absolutely love how, like, I think the Gold Ship father, the Stay Gold, looks like just a random homeless horse. When it comes to his character on the Japanese Uber. Okay. But I think I need to show you how Stay Gold looks like, so you can understand me. Stay Gold looks like a hobo. Like, look at this. Stay Gold in Umamusume doesn't even look that, you know, like, I don't even know what to say about it. I thought the Stay Gold character in Umamusume will look like some kind of badass character, you know? He produced so many amazing Umas, alright? And it looks like a hobo, and I absolutely love it.
On the race course, Golshi's own half-brother, the Triple Crown winner Orphaver, was famously nicknamed the Tyrant for his fierce disposition. This is where Golshi inherited his explosive, unpredictable spirit. But that is only half of the story. On his mother's side, the influence was the complete opposite. His dam was a daughter of the Japan Racing Association Hall of Fame inductee Majiro McQueen, one of the nation's most celebrated long-distance runners or stayers. From this line, Golshi got his signature gray coat that whitened with age, and more importantly, a deep well of stamina and consistency, the ability to just keep running. So you have this perfect genetic storm from
Doesn't mean that technically speaking, on Japanese server, because Stay Gold is not a global server yet, technically speaking, you can create lore accurate gold ship by playing gold ship with Stay Gold and Majel as her parents. Bro, now I cannot actually wait for this Stay Gold to come out. I would absolutely love to do it.
From his father, the volatile spirit of a rebel. From his mother's side, the powerful, relentless engine of a marathon runner. His entire career can be seen as a manifestation of this war within him. A horse born with an engine of a stayer, but cursed with the soul of a rebellious sprinter. He was a living paradox. And it was on the racetrack where this internal conflict would be put on full display for the world to see. His career wasn't a simple list of wins and losses. It was a story written in a few distinct, unforgettable moments. The first came in 2012, and his first major Grade 1 race, the Satsuki Show. The conditions were awful, a track soaked with rain, turning the ground into heavy, treacherous mud. For most of the race, Gorshi did what he always did. He lingered at the very back of the pack, seemingly uninterested, right? But as the field swung wide into the final turn, trying to find a better footing on the outside, Gorshi did the opposite. He dove towards the inside rail, a path so rough and chewed up that every other jockey was actively avoiding it, with what can only be described as breathtaking power and balance. He warped through this treacherous path, gaining an immense advantage. From there, he unleashed a devastating charge down the straight, blowing past the entire field to win. This wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. It was the debut of his heart-stopping chaser style, and a clear sign that he operated by a completely different set of rules.
Bro, Goldshi is the ultimate gamba horse because you never know in what mood he will be. Like, listen, Goldshi wins if he wants to win, okay? If Golshi doesn't want to win, Golshi will not win. That's the ultimate gamba horse, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Jumping forward to his sixth and final Grade 1 victory in 2015. The Tenno Show was perhaps the race that best captured his grit. This was a grueling 3,200 meter marathon, a race he had tried and failed to win twice before. He was also recovering from a hoof injury, so expectations were mixed. He started poorly, as was his custom, am I right? Trailing far behind. But on the backstretch, he began a massive, relentless run, moving up through the field, and in the final desperate strides, he caught the leader to win by a mere neck. It was a victory of pure perseverance, and his jockey's comments after the race were incredibly telling. He said, "I was thinking of going front if he started well," which obviously wasn't the case. From there on, I just concentrated on following the pace and careful not to turn him off. That last part is the key. The job wasn't just to ride him, the job was to actually manage his psychology, to keep him engaged. This win was a testament to the delicate mental battle.
I really feel like Goldshi has such a hard job. Like, imagine you think you will get a normal horse to ride, right? You already know what the horse likes to do. The horse likes to run. Sometimes starting as a pace, sometimes as a late, but you know basically what you can expect from him, right? And then you're getting a freaking Goldshi and you have no idea what's gonna happen in the race. Listen, you just need to kind of match his vibe. I absolutely love it. That's so cute.
Battle required to pilot him. These moments showed that when Golshi was in the mood, he was a nearly invincible force of nature. But the entire sport and everyone who bet on it would soon learn in the most spectacular way possible what happened when he was not.
Oh no! No! 12 billion yen incident! Oh! I don't know if it's possible to be Umamusume fan and not know about this incident. Oh no! Listen, Golshi. The ultimate gamba horse. That's all I can say. The ultimate gamba horse.
The stage was in 2015. Takarazuka Kinen, Golshi entered the race as the overwhelming favorite. He was on the verge of making history, attempting to become the first horse to ever win this prestigious all-star race 3 times in a row. The betting public had wagered an astronomical sum on him. The starting gate sprang open and the rest of the field thundered away. Goldship went into what was described as an inexplicable fit. He reared up high on his hind legs, holding the pose, a perfect statue of defiance, as the race disappeared into the distance. By the time he finally decided to run, he was hopelessly behind. In that single moment of defiance, an estimated 12 billion yen in winning tickets was instantly turned into worthless paper. Depending on the exchange rate at the time, that is anywhere from about 82 million to 135 million USD. Gone. Vaporized by a horse who simply decided he didn't feel like it. And this is the event that truly defines his legacy as the Chaos Agent. The entire sport of horse racing, and especially the massive betting industry built around it, is founded on principles of statistical analysis, performance prediction, and quantifiable data. It is a system designed to make the unpredictable predictable. Golshi was a living, breathing refutation of that entire system. One writer at the time described him perfectly, calling him a divine punishment inflicted on humanity for daring to gamble on the enterprise of horse racing.
The ultimate gamba horse! I love Goldship!
He was a force of nature that reminded everyone, in the most financially catastrophic way possible, that some things simply cannot be quantified. It was moments like these of spectacular talent and even more spectacular self-sabotage that cemented his legend. He was actually a character so perfectly formed. It was almost inevitable that someone would decide to make his story playable. This is where the Golshi legend was supercharged for a new era in the world of Umamusume Pretty Derby. And the genius of his adaptation to the horse girl is how it was a meticulous and clever translation. It starts with her visual design, which is essentially a canvas of hidden references. It is designed to be a rewarding experience for anyone who knows the real story. For instance, her race outfit, the red dress, and the white and red sweatbands is a direct copy of the jockey silks his riders wore. Look closer at the dress and you will see 6 gold buttons running down the front. Each one represents one of his 6 grade 1 victories. And then there are the visual puns. A large golden anchor-shaped ornament hangs from her thigh, a playful nod to her name, Goldship. But the most brilliant part of his adaptation isn't the visual, it is the narrative. It lies in her most prominent relationship, her friendship with the elegant and proper Mejiro McQueen. Now, to understand why this is so clever, you have to know the reality. Mejiro McQueen was Goldship's maternal grandfather. They existed in different eras and, of course, never met. But in the world of Umamusume, where champions from across history can interact, they are reimagined as contemporaries, teammates, and the closest of friends. Their dynamic is a classic pairing. Goldship is the chaotic prankster, and McQueen is the easily flustered, prim and proper target of those pranks. This friendship is a living metaphor for Goldship's own pedigree. Think back to the source code, right? Mejiro McQueen, the elegant, consistent, long-distance champion, represents the disciplined stayer half of Goldship's bloodline, and Goldship's constant chaotic teasing of her is the personification of
Absolutely love this trope of like the queen there, you know, the absolute princess, and then the most stupid imaginable character ever. I absolutely love how it just coexists and how it's matching the vibes completely. I love it. It's such a good idea to just implement it together. I love it.
the rebellious, fiery spirit he inherited from his father, Asmongold. Their entire friendship is a visualization of his internal genetic conflict. It transforms the dry data of a pedigree chart into a compelling and often hilarious emotional story. This intelligent adaptation, translating both his story and his very genetics into a compelling character, is what allowed the legend of Goldship to find a new, even larger audience. and that audience would, in turn, take his story and make it their own, creating a phenomenon that transcended the game itself. His legend now lives and breathes on the internet. His most famous meme, the Umamusume character's flying dropkick delivered to her trainer after a victory, is a direct loving reference to the real horse's well-known habit of kicking out at his handlers. But these memes serve a crucial purpose. They are a cultural funnel. A potential new fan might see a funny clip of an anime girl drop kicking someone. Intrigued, right? They find out it's from Umamusume. A quick search then reveals that the character is based on a real one, and the drop kick is a reference to a real behavior. This might lead them to watch an actual race footage on YouTube, and suddenly they find themselves deeply engaged with the history of Japanese horse racing. The memes.
But bro, it's so random. I never in my life before thought I will ever get into like horse racing. Like, what do you mean horse racing? Yeah, you just see horse running. What's so special about it, right? But once it got delivered to us in a way that we can completely understand it, you know? It got delivered to us in a way of anime characters being anime characters and running. It just randomly got really into me. I absolutely love the entire Umamusume. I love the character stories. I love it. It's so adorable. And listen, when I was doing some kind of character runs, the Agnes Digital one, for example, I was just rooting so much for my horse to win. It's not even that, oh yeah, I just want to beat the opponent in Team Trials or in CM, right? It's just, I just hope that she can achieve her dreams. It's this kind of feeling. This game got me really emotionally invested into the horses. I absolutely love how they build every character, and there's so many like different character tropes that you can find someone for you.
Aren't the endpoint, they are the entry point. A hilarious and accessible bridge from pop culture to a classic sport. But the most fascinating part of Goldchip's story, the final and greatest paradox, came after he left the track. At the big red farm in Hokkaido, the lunatic from the racetrack became a model professional, a gentle, remarkably successful breeding stallion. He would go on to father a grade 1 winner, and in a moment of perfect karmic redemption, another of his sons would win the very race his father had so famously thrown years earlier. This dramatic shift in behavior suggests his chaos was not an inherent, universal trait, but a context-dependent response. The high-pressure, restrictive world of professional racing, with its demanding training and confining starting gates, may have been the primary trigger for his defiant behavior. In contrast, the more natural environment of the breeding farm allowed a different, more cooperative side of his personality to emerge. This makes you reconsider the entire story. He wasn't just a chaotic horse. Perhaps he was protesting. This final layer of complexity is what solidifies his place, not just as a champion, but as one of the most fascinating characters sport has ever produced. And in the end, that is the key to his enduring appeal. The perfect chaotic harmony between his two identities, the real horse and the fictional character. He was a character long before he was ever officially written as one. The real world thoroughbred's rare combination of elite, world-class talent and a maddeningly defiant personality created a natural, compelling narrative full of triumph, failure, comedy, and drama. The Umamusume
I stopped focusing on what's going on like in the audio. I just had to watch in this concert. I'm so sorry. I absolutely love the concert in Umamusume. The music is such a banger. And basically, I am in love how every horse can sing so well. Like every voice actress is such a talented one.
Adaptation succeeded so brilliantly because it didn't need to invent a personality. It only needed to faithfully and cleverly translate the complex one that already existed. The creators understood that Goldchip's essence was his contradiction. They embraced his flaws as much as his victories, turning his gate antics, his mood swings, and his infamous kicking into defining and beloved character traits. The result is a singular phenomenon where each half of his identity enriches the other in a self-perpetuating cycle of discovery. A fan of the game is led to the history of the real horse. A fan of the horse finds new joy in his fictional portrayal. The real horse provides the substance, the historical weight, and the unimpeachable record of achievement. The anime girl provides the accessibility, the humor, and the modern cultural currency of me.
I'm so sorry, but I just kind of realized I was trying to listen to the audio. But at some point there was like so many ambitious words. And my brain was still focused on what's going on the video, not in the audio part. I got so distracted by the horror singing. I'm so sorry.
Memes and fan communities. Now he is not just a horse or a character, a champion or a meme, he is Goldship, the unsinkable ship of chaos, a unique and unforgettable icon at the nexus of sports, story, and digital culture, and a perfect case study of how a legendary personality can be immortalized and amplified for a new generation. Goldship's story shows how much a real personality can shape a fictional character. But are there other real-world figures, athletes, or even animals whose stories you think are perfect for this kind of adaptation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but that is all from me, Glaive Keo.
Bro, now we need a high Uaya, okay? If Goldship is the chaos incarnation, high Uaya is the baby girl incarnation. I love high Uaya, and I love Goldship. And I love Tachyon as well. But Tachyon is a sad one. High Uaya is a positive one, okay? Goldship is the chaotic one, and Tachyon is just a sad one. But thank you so much for watching this one with me! Ah! I love Umamusume! And I'm so happy I can watch this kind of stuff with you guys. You don't even know how happy it is for me. Like, sometimes I don't really even think about it too much, okay? But just the idea that I can watch this kind of stuff with you guys and share with you what I'm into recently, which is Umamusume, it makes me really, really happy. So thank you so much for watching this one with me. I had a lot of fun, and I really hope you also had a lot of fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oppa.